Once upon a time, a herd of cows lived on Mr. Patrick's farm. The whole herd loved Mr. Patrick very much. He was kind and compassionate with them. He had a cowboy called Scott working for him. Scott was very gentle with the cows and treated them like friends. Every dawn, Scott would take the cows out to graze and would return at sunset. He was accompanied by a dog named Fido to help him guard the herd and keep it under control. Every cow liked to go out to graze, except for one cow by the name of Jolly, who was small and didn't listen to her parents' advice. She thought that her parents forced her to go with them, grazing with them. She was lazy and only loved to play. Her parents told her the reason they went grazing. "Daughter Jolly, grazing is beneficial for us. It helps our bodies stay lively. When we graze, we eat herbs to build up our bodies and make them grow. Besides that, in the grazing field, there are vast open areas where you can run around freely. You see new places all the time. The air is pure and good for us as well." However, Jolly would always respond with, No, I don't feel like free walking in the wilderness. I want to play alone and walk alone. I don't want to see the herd. I see them here every day. I want new company." Then she'd start crying. Jolly didn't listen to her parents' advice and would try to go off alone whenever Scott took them to graze. But all her attempts failed because her parents would notice her absence and return her to the herd. And if they weren't able to find her, Fido would bark and bark until he brought her back to the herd. One day, Jolly was playing and saw a large farm surrounding a beautiful house that was guarded by one dog. It was not so far from Mr. Patrick's farm. She liked the house very much and was determined to wake up early the next day and go there to play. So she woke up the next day before everyone else and went there. She said to herself, "I'll tell the farmer I want to play on the farm and that I don't want to stay with this cow herd, but that I want to stay on his farm because it's more beautiful and wider. Besides, it doesn't have a lot of animals, so I'll get plenty of food to drink and be able to play all day without anyone watching over me or controlling me." All Jolly cared about was playing because she was lazy and didn't want to do anything. She even wanted food to come to her rather than getting it for herself. When she reached the big house, she was full of happiness. She knocked on the door and the farmer came out, and she learned his name was Mr. Irritable, and he was irritable indeed. It seemed like he didn't want to mingle with anyone at all. When he saw the cow, he asked her, "What do you want, little cow?" She told him what she wanted, and he laughed at her naivety and said, "Do you think I'm a wish granter? That I can make your dreams come true in a split second? Come on in and I will show you how dreams come true, little one." Jolly went in, but felt uneasy when she saw the inside of the house. It wasn't what she expected it to be. Mr. Irritable said to her, "Now, little cow, go to the barn so you can help me on the farm." Jolly was shocked and didn't want to do as he demanded. But he was serious and irritable, so she felt she had to go with him. Every day, he'd force her to wake up early and work with him on the farm, from morning till evening. She was so busy with farming that she didn't have time to eat enough. She'd only eat the little grass and water he'd give to her. Jolly started missing her parents and remembered how nice they had been to her. They'd give her advice because they wished her well, but she never listened to their advice. She also missed Scott the cowboy and even the farm owner, Mr. Patrick. She blamed herself. "I wish I hadn't left the farm. I wish I'd been satisfied with the company of the cows in the herd. They are genuinely free, and they get to see a lot of new plants. Yes, we had fun together, and I used to play with them all the time. Why didn't I realize how lucky I was? Why didn't I listen to my father's advice? Am I going to be stuck here for the rest of my life? I hate this place, and the way he treats me is tough. I don't want to stay with him, and I want to go back to my small farm to be with my mom and dad. I will listen to their advice so I don't fail them again. When will I go back? When? I wish I hadn't left. Then she fell asleep crying. The next day, Mr. Irritable called out to Jolly. "Today I'm taking you back to Mr. Patrick's farm." Jolly was surprised and said, "Really? But how did you know I came from that farm?" "I'm Mr. Patrick's brother. I knew from the start that you're from his farm because of the collar on your neck, which has his address written on it. I used to watch how you'd escape from the rest of the herd and run away, so I thought to myself that this was the chance to teach you the discipline to stay with the herd on the farm so that you wouldn't leave them again. Life is not as easy as you'd imagine it to be. My brother is kind and is not hard on you. Once I knew you felt the regret and had benefited from this experience and appreciated all that you left behind, I thought it was time to return you to your farm and family. I've already told Patrick that you are here, and that's why they haven't been looking for you. I asked him if I could keep you for 2 weeks and then send you back as Jolly the Reasonable and Sensible. Now you'll listen to what they tell you and be disciplined," said Mr. Irritable. Jolly cried from joy and said, "I was immature, and I didn't realize how much my parents and the farm people loved me until I left them." Then Mr. Irritable opened the barn door, and suddenly Mr. Patrick appeared along with her mother and father, and she ran to them and hugged them. They said, "We don't want you to leave us again. We missed you," Jolly said with a broad smile. "Your wish is granted, dear parents. I'll never run away again or go back to the way I was."